And they began to repair Shalom. Next, Shalom, the son of Hagohesh, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem, and his daughters. Now, when you read that, that is boring as heck. You read it and it don't look like nothing. You read it and it gets confusing. And how many saw the movie Remembering the Titans? Denzel Washington. And so I liken this text to that movie only in comparison to the fact that Denzel in that movie playing a football coach and him being planted in the South in a racist time of our country's history, as if much has changed, had to deal with racism, isolation, separation, and classism. And deal with it from the perspective of the white coaches didn't want to have anything to do with it. The black players and the white players don't have nothing to do with each other. And they had to develop some unity. Because they found out, and they found and understood that if they were going to win football games, they had to work together. The irony of this text says, and he and his two daughters repaired their part of the wall. And Eric, that's strange because in this time, women were not, they were second-class citizens. So they really should not have been doing or helping with man's work. And Lamont, some theologians will lead you to believe, Brother Deacon, they will lead you to believe that the women were only good for giving money to help build the wall. Well, if I was a woman, I'd be incensed. I'd be incensed and outraged. But what I said this morning was that because the text goes crazy when you read it, but when you understand, as I talked about, he chose to be inclusive. That's one point I made. You get that on the CD. And then it takes, second point was, it takes all of us to make this thing work, and it does. And I need to say that when it comes to Pleasant Grove, it takes all of us, young, the old, all of us, to make it work. And if you don't think you're important, you are. We have to go through some things, find out sometimes to know that we're important. Right, Monique? Sometimes we have to understand, we have to know, we have to go back and forth to find out, am I really important? Do I really make a difference? And you really do. You, the individual, you, Mom Webster, you, Pop Webster, you make it. What happens is that we can't get ego-driven and start tripping because I make a difference. Don't think you're the only one that's got the gift. But thank God for the gift and be blessed. But the last part of what I talked about, because I'm through, we through. God just spoke. The last part, that crazy verse says, it says that Shalom, the son of Hagohesh, unto him repaired, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem. He and his daughters, they repaired that part of the wall. Now, the woman ain't supposed to be used. But